If you know anything about Flash games, you know about Raft Wars. Raft Wars, Raft Wars 2, and maybe not the abominable multiplayer game. We'll get to that later. Raft Wars is a simple concept. You are on a raft, shooting at other people on other rafts. Pretty fun, huh? We're gonna go over the good, the bad, and quite frankly, the ugly parts of Raft Wars. But most of it is good. So let's start with the first game. But before the video starts, I want to remind you to please like, subscribe, and comment. That way you can help me out, I can help you out by giving you more content, and everybody can feel happy. Back to the video. The story behind Raft Wars is that this little baby named Simon finds treasure in the beach, and some pirates come to steal it after he gets published in the newspaper, and he teams up with his brother to take care of the pirates. You take care of the pirates by shooting tennis balls at them until they either drop off into the sea or their health is 0. But watch out because they can also shoot you. Wow, who would have thought that one? So in Raft Wars number 1, there are 11 different levels that you can progress through, and they get harder as they go. The last one is very hard. But in between levels, you get to go to the upgrade screen where you earn credits from the levels that you just did, and you can purchase upgrades to your boat, missiles, or you can purchase grenades. The missiles are really good. The grenades are very situational, which I almost never used unless I had to. You always want to go for the boat upgrade first. Always. Especially because later on, you get a third member to your boat that if your first 2 members die, you can use him. So, you know, you want to have him. We're going to go through these levels pretty quickly. That way I'm not taking an hour, which is how long it took me to record this video, of your time. So the second level of Raft Wars, you're going up against Vikings. I don't know where they came from. Boom, boom, boom. They're gone. Third level, you're going up against drug lords? I don't know who they are. Easy. Fourth, your angry neighbors, the gingers, like me. I might be the one in that little pink floaty. Just saying. But boom, you won again. Fifth, some angry men. That's all I'll say about that. Sixth, more pirates, but the pirate in the back is really hard to hit. You have to angle it almost perfectly. You're going to notice that the higher the person is, it's really hard to hit them because for whatever reason the tennis balls have a weird way of angling themselves. So just be aware of that. 7, we have tribal members. I'm not sure what tribe they are. I'm not going to try to guess because I'm not racist. 8th, more Vikings. Again.
Bullseye.
9, you have more angry gang leaders. Sure. And then 10th, you finally get to meet your parents. And those neighbors that we were talking about earlier, the ones that I'm a part of, they're the ones holding them hostage. Side note, this level took me 10 minutes because of this kid sitting on top. I, for the life of me, could not hit him. Again, I said, the higher they are, the harder they are to hit. And every time I would try, the first guy would always nail me with these like turtle bombs that they automatically hit every single time. It's just a pain in the butt, and be aware. You might think, wait a minute, you said there was 11 levels earlier, and this is only the 10th. Well, your parents are lying, no good, backstabbing, butt-hurt morons. And they challenge you. This is really easy. You can beat them really easily.
See you later. Bullseye. See you later.
And once you beat your parents, you are done. You have successfully retrieved your treasure, and you can live your life of joy. Until Raft Wars 2. The opening to Raft Wars 2 is very similar to the opening of Raft Wars 1, but this time, Simon and his brother are coming back from vacation, but they notice that the place that they buried their treasure is now a water park. And they need to fight the people in the water park to get back their treasure. So, you start off with almost a little tutorial this time. You shoot a paint can. Scary. When security sees that you knock the paint can inside of the water, then they send more security out, and that's who your first level truly is against.
Headshot. Double kill.
Your second level is against some gingers, maybe those neighbors from the previous game, that just have something wrong with you. I don't know what it is about redheads and having trouble with our main characters, but it's like there's a mutual attraction. Third is the shrimp mascot. Now, when I was younger, I would always struggle against this guy, but for whatever reason, when recording this, it was super easy. And the guy in the back is probably the hardest part, because you have to angle your shot just right to hit between the umbrella, but below his canopy opening. Fourth, you have some water sliders. Not too hard, pretty easy. Fifth, you go up against more security, so they're just reusing stuff again. Pirates, Vikings, redheads, nothing too serious. Some of the things that I really like about the second game are the improved shot lineups, so you can actually see where your past shot was, and you can line it up a little bit better. That way, if you hit a successful shot, it's not like a guessing game again. And they also added 2 new upgrades, so you can buy helmets now, which protect against headshots, and you can buy the triple shot launcher, so that's pretty cool. Your sixth battle goes up against some construction workers. I don't know why they would be angry, because they have no stakes in this at all, but sure, shoot them. Your seventh is against a mom and her children. I don't know why you would actively want to be shooting children, but by all means, go ahead. In the game. And after you successfully complete this battle, you get a little cutscene where they see a dead whale just floating in the water, and they use that as an obstacle for the rest of the game. So, I'm not making this up. They are called Korean whalers. I am not racist, guys. Do not think that I am. And this battle actually caused me a little bit of trouble, because the whale is kind of hard to get around if you don't know how to aim your shot correctly. So I had some struggling parts on this, but eventually I got through. After the whalers, they introduce a new type of enemy, which I think is pretty cool, which is the drone, which shoots 3 tiny little balls that kind of hurts everybody, and they're very accurate. So it's a little bit harder to fight against them, but overall not too bad. Then you go back to the water sliders. Again. Alright, this battle, I have to be honest, this one caused me the most agony mentally and physically throughout the entire game series. And I'm not joking. This girl up front, she shoots a turtle bomb, okay? The other battles weren't terribly difficult. I could usually beat them on the first try. This one took me 7 or 8 tries to beat, because she automatically nails you every single time. I don't know how she does it. And anytime you line up a shot correctly, you think that you're going to be okay, she nails you and the first guy dies, and then you have to go to the second one, or vice versa. And even when you get her done, you still have to take care of the guy on the mountain, which is not terribly hard, but also the 2 people in back, while also aiming over the whale. This battle is a pain, I don't like it, and when I finally beat it, I was literally jumping for joy out of my seat. It's that bad. After you finally beat them, you get another cutscene of the whale on the beach, and your target is to blow it up. That way you can get your treasure back. So for the final battle, you deal with 3 security drones shooting 3 little red balls, and they're not terribly hard to defeat. If you use missiles, it's 1 shot each, and they're pretty easy to line up. Once you're done that, you use a huge missile, and you blow up the whale. Well, you think that you're going to blow up the whale, until the bird is the one that actually does it in. And that's the end of Raft Wars 2. So, what did you think? It's pretty good. I love this game. I love both games. And they are absolutely amazing in my mind. They have this old feel, but they're not outdated. They're not clunky, and they're pretty well put together. With that being said, I'm not sure what the creator was thinking in making HD versions of these games. Probably to update the art style, but truthfully, I don't really like the new art style. I think the simplicity of the old games suits it so much better, and the new art style kind of makes it look cheap. I talked about the interactive buddy a couple weeks ago, and how they made Kick the Buddy, and it kind of gives that Kick the Buddy vibe. Something that you put on your phone and maybe play once every couple months. I mean, these games aren't very long, but the art style really throws me off for the HD versions, and I would not recommend playing those. I'd recommend playing the originals. There is a new game, however, that's only in that art style, and it's Raft Wars Multiplayer. So I tried this out. Here's some footage of it. I'm not a big fan. It kind of takes away the charm that I felt from Raft Wars. The storyline and everything having its own unique style. I know I mentioned how they reused the pirates, the Vikings, the gingers, but that's what made it have feeling. This is kind of soulless, where you build your own raft, which is a cool feature, I guess. So if you actually wanted to have that feature and something else, that would be fine. But it's not only that you can build your raft, it's that it's against other people that have the same exact rafts, and there's no like defining features of this. And I'm not sure what they were thinking with creating this. Having a multiplayer raft game, that's a great idea. But there's no style to it, and it's just kind of bland. Altogether, I think the first two Raft games are amazing. They do the job that they want, they have great stories, and honestly, they're a really fun blast. Except for the turtle people, screw them. The HD versions, they do their job, but they kind of look cheap, like I said, and I wouldn't recommend playing them. And the multiplayer is just kind of there. Just the art style, for me, is really terrible, and it takes away a lot of the charm. If you want to play Raft Wars, both of them in their original state, I've linked Flashpoint in the description. That way you can go and play it, download it, and have yourself a blast. In other words, thank you for watching, have a great day, and toodaloo.